right now. Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
Thanks very much. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a Monday night edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. We're here taking your calls. 412-575-2600 on the Borders and Borders hotline. Tweet us at KDPomp, at Ron Cook PG. And we'll begin with the Steelers from yesterday. Expect a tie. It's a rare thing in the NFL. The Steelers hadn't had one since 2002. First game ever out of the chutes for an NFL weekend. Now, you have to go all the way back to 1971. But they had one. Steelers let it get away. Ron Cook, there were a lot of reasons why that happened. You were in there. You wrote about it today. The good things in defense, and I think their defense was
the defense played well. I really did.
But there was too many mistakes. And it's interesting. How about this stat? I saw this today, and I couldn't believe it. Normally, when you're +5 in the takeaway department, you win games. Since the Browns returned to the NFL, teams with a turnover ratio of +5 are 132-4-1. The Browns are responsible for 2 of the losses and 1 of the ties. So even at +5, they can't win games.
Yeah, I mean, this was awful by the Steelers' performance. Ben had a horrible day. Lost the 2 fumbles, which I had more trouble with than the 3 interceptions. 1 went through Jesse James' hands. 5 turnovers by him, and then James Conner, who played a wonderful game, had the biggest misplay of the game. He lost a fumble with 7.5 minutes to go. If he even falls down and doesn't lose the fumble, the Steelers punt, they win the game. He lost that play, lost the fumble. To me, that was the biggest reason they lost, but they certainly had a lot of other blunders along the way.
Yeah, they certainly did, and we're sitting here talking about them. We did all day yesterday. If you want to opine, call us here at 412-575-2600. All we know is next up it's Kansas City, a team that looked good yesterday, put up 38 points with a first-year starting quarterback in Pat Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes. And, how do you defend Tyreek Hill, who is such a fast player? I mean, he burns just about every secondary in the league. And Kelsey, their tight end, who always kills the Steelers, did virtually nothing yesterday in their game. So you got to watch out for those 2 weapons.
Yeah, but the Steelers have won the last 2 games against them. But you know what the common denominator was in those games, Bob?
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell. 176 yards, I believe, in the regular season game last year. 170 yards in the playoff game the year before. Steelers' record for a postseason game. They're going to miss him on Sunday. I know Connor was great. I'll still take Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, but I think James Conner proved that he can handle a big workload, and I think that's something they wanted to find out about him.
Right.
Coming off an injury, coming off everything, not being in a situation.
You can't put it on the ground when he did, though.
No, nobody can. I mean, if you think about the Super Bowl in Dallas, Texas, what's the one play that comes to mind? The fumble by, even though there are other things that happen in that game, but it's always that one big play, and
absolutely.
That is what turned things around for the Cleveland Browns yesterday. So I have another question for you, Ron, just real quick, your take on it, because I thought this as it was happening. Why wouldn't you go for 2 if you're Hugh Jackson? I know it's way out of the realm of what most NFL coaches will do because it's gutsy, and it's an immediate win or lose. You make it, you're a hero. You don't, you're a GOAT, you'll be criticized. But he had a chance to do it. My theory would have been, you know what? If this game goes to overtime, which it very well could have at that point, the Steelers have more talent. I'm going to try to win this game right now and not give them a chance to utilize it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he might have too. That's one of those ones you make it, man. They're going to be cheering you forever and you lose. But he's 1 in 31.
That's what I'm saying. What's he have to lose?
I know he's 1 in 31 and 1. So I would have thought he would have given it strong consideration. You don't want to take a chance in overtime. You make it there. You have a play you really like. Call it. They didn't. They kicked, and you saw how it ended up. Both teams had a chance to win, though. Both teams missed field goals, Bob. And the Steelers, first of all, Boswell hardly ever misses, but the conditions were rough. And then Watt had the big swat away of the last kick with like 9 seconds left.
All right, so the Steelers will take on Kansas City. You can look ahead if you want, look behind, talk about yesterday's game. We'll also delve into Pitt, Penn State, Pirates in action tonight. We'll cover it all for you, and you can call and join the conversation. 412-575-2600. We'll take the calls next right here live on Pittsburgh CW.
The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters.